What's up, everyone? Welcome back to All Takes No Whiffs. I'm Christian, that's Alex, and we're going to be continuing our 2023 team previews for every MLB team. And for this video, we are going to be doing the Seattle Mariners. This is a team that was full of excitement last year. They pushed it and made it to the playoffs for the first time in a while last year. And they made some solid moves going into 2023, and I'm really excited to see what they have to bring this season because they're just on an upward trajectory right now, and I'm excited to see how they are. Honestly, in my opinion, led by Julio Rodriguez.
Oh yeah, this team is led by Julio Rodriguez, and this is just one of the most fun and exciting teams I think in the entire league right now. Ended a huge playoff drought, like Christian said last year, and they actually finished 90 and 72, second in the AL West. The Astros obviously handled that division pretty much the entire year, but I think Seattle may be pushing Houston this year a little bit. They got a little better pitching up there in Seattle, and Houston lost a couple of guys, or not a couple guys, but one pretty big piece in their rotation. But um, some of the guys I'm really looking forward to on Seattle this year, Jared Kleinek. This guy has been a top prospect in that organization for a really long time now, but he has struggled being in the majors this past year and the year before. But it looks like this spring training, he's finally got some stuff clicking. I watched a video on MLB Network the other day, and his hand placement, it looks a lot better. He's not so tense when he's up at the plate. He's nice and loose and relaxed, which is what you want to be. And it looks like that is helping him get to the ball a lot quicker and stuff. So I'm really excited to see him maybe finally blossom out there in the outfield. But they also traded for Teoscar Hernandez, who's someone he
Mhm.
could be platooning with.
Yeah, that was a move that really surprised me, as I've said before. Didn't think Toronto wanted to get rid of him, but if it made sense to them, then makes sense. But Teoscar definitely is a nice addition to Seattle. I'm excited to see Luis Castillo leading the rotation for a full season this year. I think that's going to be interesting to see because he's had some really electric stuff for a while. He was just kind of like going through the motions in Cincinnati, though, but got out of there luckily. And also, the addition of Kolten Wong, I think that's a nice veteran presence for them as well. Obviously, he's not going to be providing like star numbers, but he's going to be providing a lot of things on the field, and then some things that you just can't really train, like that leadership aspect of it. So I'm excited to see him in that role, and that's honestly an ideal role for this team. Seattle trying to take that next step after a really successful 2022. Somebody vocal is just they're definitely going to make the difference, and I think that's going to be huge for them.
I think it's gonna be really huge for them. Probably be huge for JP Crawford too. That's a guy who kind of, I wouldn't say broke out last year, but has had a little better of a year. And we haven't even talked about Julio Rodriguez yet, really. This
Exactly.
guy, the AL Rookie of the Year last year, took the entire league by storm. Home Run Derby was absolutely electric in the Home Run Derby last year. I'm excited to see what this guy does this year, building into his second season. Um, this guy, he was close to a 30-30 year last year.
Hmm.
I think it was 28 home runs and he
Yep,
had
and
25 stolen bases. So a couple more home runs, I can definitely see him getting that, and definitely a couple more stolen bases with all the um base changes and everything and no shifts.
oh yeah, I'm excited to see what Julio has in store for year two. Like you said, I could easily see a 30-30 season from him. Honestly, it was possible last year. He was just off to a bit of a slow start, and then
Mhm.
once he got going, yeah, 28 and 25. That's with a solid start, or him being at the rate that he was throughout the rest of the season. If he got that in the beginning, 30-30 for sure. Maybe he could even push it a little more. Julio's just a stud like that, and I feel like he's just going to keep progressing and progressing. I'm not expecting a sophomore slump at all. And somebody else I want to mention real quick, I feel like he's going to be a nice piece in the lineup, not for consistency, but that big power when you need it in key situations. Eugenio Suarez, uh, he's a former Cincinnati Red as well, so I think Seattle picking him and Luis Castillo up. Glad to see them out of that situation. Of course, it's been some time, but Suarez, he's definitely going to come through in situations. He's just that kind of player. Don't think he's going to replicate that. What was it? He hit like 50, 50,
46, I
40,
think. I think it was
46 home runs.
46. Yeah.
Yeah, I doubt he's going to do that, of course, but
And that was
you
just
know,
a monster second half, to be honest.
it was really insane to be honest. But don't expect that in Seattle. But I expect a nice I don't want to say veteran role, but kind of like that.
Oh, yeah, I definitely see that. Robbie Ray is gonna be kinda like that in the
Hmm.
rotation. He's gonna be a good guy, especially for Logan Gilbert. Dude had a pretty good season last year. I'm expecting him to build off that this year, and, that rotation's honestly just really solid. The bullpen's gonna be pretty solid too, probably led by Diego Castillo. Dude's absolutely electric out of the bullpen, but I'm really looking forward to Seattle this year. I think they are gonna challenge the Houston Astros for the division. I don't think they're gonna get there yet. Houston's just too good all around, but I definitely do see more wins for this team this year, around probably 95.
Yeah, I would have to agree for sure. I don't think it's going to take a push to the end like it did in 2022, but I do think that they're going to be securing a wild card spot.
For
Uh,
sure.
I don't know if I want to say the top one because the AL has a few teams that might not be the top of their division, but they're still top of the line team. So that's going to be tough to say, but I definitely expect Seattle to make the playoffs this year as well.
Yeah, I'm expecting a solid season out of Seattle this year. Building off another good season like last year. Hopefully, they can make the playoffs again and make it 2 years in a row, so their fans don't have to wait a long time again. But as for the next video, we are moving on to the St. Louis Cardinals, and this should be another really exciting team this year for 2023. And I can't wait to get into them. But until then, peace.
Peace.